Hello, I'm Danielle Bernock, that lady on the internet who loves you, and I want to talk to you today about hoping against hope. And why? What does that mean? What does it mean to hope against hope? Well, to hope against hope means to hope anyways, even when you see no reason for hope. And why would you want to hope when there's no reason for hope? Well, I got two reasons that I want to share with you of why it is good to hope against hope. One is because of what's going on in our world right now. And for us to more than just survive what's going on with the pandemic and the presidential crap going on and all this stuff going on all over the world, we want to more than survive, we want to thrive, and we need hope for that. And the other reason to hope against hope is because hope gives us things, and hope empowers us because we can choose hope. We can choose it on purpose. We can choose how to respond. Viktor Frankl, who helped people get out of the Holocaust camps, he got people out by infusing them with hope. The ones that took hope inside of themselves, those are the ones that got out. Because hope does 5 things. Hope lives. Hope is alive. It is there to be found in the midst of whatever you got going on, and you can choose it and you can rise up because of it. And also, hope looks. It looks in front. Hopelessness looks around and looks down, and it gets stuck there. But hope looks ahead because that's where change is. If anything is going to change, it's in front of us, not behind us. We can't change what's behind us. And then the third thing that hope does is hope reaches for that thing that it sees in front of us. And then the fourth thing that hope does is it encourages us. It encourages us to not give up, to not quit. Have you ever heard that story about 2 little kids who were put in 2 different rooms? One was put in a room with a bunch of toys, and the other one was put in a room with a bunch of horse manure. I was going to say that other word, but I don't want to upset people. But the one that was put in the room with all the toys, he was a negative kid, and he was just crying. And his parents were like, "What's wrong with you?" And he's like, "If I play with them, they'll break." But then the one that's put in the room with all the horse manure, he's just digging through the horse manure and digging through the horse manure. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "With all this horse manure, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere." And see, hope will give us that kind of an attitude. And I mean, wouldn't you like to feel like that in the midst of this pandemic and the presidential crap that's going on and things going on in other countries? I mean, we need that hope. And the fifth thing that hope does is it builds. It builds faith in us, and it builds our future. You know, we don't like that sometimes because we want the answer right now. But if we don't build, we'll never get to the newness. So I want to encourage you to hope against hope because of those 5 things. 6, actually. One is you can choose hope. But then the 5 things that hope does. It lives, it looks ahead, it reaches for what it sees, and then it encourages you, and it builds. It builds. These things are things that we need because there's a quote by Tolkien that says, "There is some good in the world, and it's worth fighting for." Not sure if I quoted that exactly perfect, but you get the idea. And so if you will get hope inside of you, you can fight for that good in the world. It will empower you to fight for that good. Fight for the good in your family. Fight for the good in your country. Fight for the good in our world. Fight for the good in your own life. Hope is powerful, and it will take you from just surviving to thriving if you will choose it in the face of all the hopelessness that we are so surrounded by. And so I wanted to encourage you today with that because I love you. Danielle Bernock at daniellebernock.com. Love yourself from Survive to Thrive. Mwah.